Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I actually cover my acne. As someone who has been struggling with acne all of my life, I really found tips and tricks that help me achieve a good looking skin. Not perfect, but good looking. So stay tuned for the rest of the video so you see how I achieve that. So first, I like to apply my moisturizer. Even though I have a very oily skin, I like to apply a good amount of moisturizer so that my makeup looks good. Then I also like to massage my face so we can define our cheekbones. Next step is sunscreen, because if I don't use sunscreen, my acne scars do get darker because of the sun, and I really need to apply sunscreen every single day. Even if it's raining, I really need to apply it. So I'm just applying it all over my face and down to my neck because I don't want to get old very young. Then I am just applying my eyebrow gel from Essence. This is the one I use. This is the one that works for me and I like it. Then I just use one pump of my all-time favorite foundation, which is the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W4 Golden Natural, I believe. I'm just applying it with my fingers all over my face on the places where I actually need the most coverage. And then I'm just using my brush to apply it evenly and just blend it in my skin so that the color is nice and even. I focus a lot on my cheeks because that's where my scars are the most intense and I really need to cover that. But I'm not really doing too much because if I apply too much product, it's going to look cakey and it's not going to look natural or good. So I just really be careful with the amount that I put on my face. So one pump for me works perfectly. So I just apply it, blend everything. I also blend the color down to my neck. And I also blend the color to my forehead. I usually never apply too much foundation on my forehead anyways. But yeah, that's that. Next step is I am applying my concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I've been using this for 6 years now. I don't like to switch concealers because that's just the one that works perfectly for me. So I just apply everywhere where it needs coverage. So under my eyes, around my nose because I tend to get some redness, and also on my cheeks if I do have some fresh acne scars. So one thing I hate about my skin is that every single time I get a pimple, this pimple leaves a scar. Even if I don't pick up the pimple, it just leaves a scar and it's really not good. I've been trying to use vitamin C. I've been trying to lighten the scars, but nothing works so far. But I will do a little bit more research and hopefully I will be able to find the products that work for me. But here I am just blending out my concealer to cover up the darkness under my eyes and just to cover the fact that I've not slept properly in the last year because I'm also postpartum. Okay, next step is I am actually showing you how my skin looks like so far with the foundation and concealer. Then I am applying my Essence blush. I actually like this blush a lot. It smells like watermelon, so it makes me hungry every single time I smell it. I'm just applying it to my cheeks, to my nose, and also to my eyes. I actually like how it looks on my eyes because it kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit more. I'm not sure, maybe that's all in my head. Next step is I'm just applying my Maybelline Lifter Stix, and I'm just applying it to my cheeks just to kind of sculpt my face, to my forehead, and also to my chin, just to make our jawline a little bit more defined. And next step is brows. I'm just using my Maybelline Express brow, and I'm just taking my mirror and I'm filling in the brows. I don't really like to go overboard with my brows because they are pretty dark and a little bit thick, so I don't like to go way too much. I really go with a light hand when I fill in my brows, and I focus more on the front of my brow, so the beginning of the brow and the actual tail of the brow, because I had a smart idea to pluck my brows when I was 14, 15, so the ends of my brows never actually grew from that time. So now I'm just mentally recovering and I'm just filling them in with whatever I have in hand. I like this pencil, it works, and so far it's been working for me, so I don't really think of changing it. I'm just filling in the bald spots in my brows and I just call it a day. I don't really do nothing too special. See, that's why I don't really know what makeup tutorials to post, because I just usually do the same look but with just like different products every single time. Okay, now we're just going to blend our cream contour and the blush. So I'm just blending this out to my forehead. There I have hair stuck on my forehead, just the usual stuff. I'm just blending everything in so that it looks nice and good and even. I'm just blending out the contour on the other side of my face, and now I'm just blending out my blush with this same brush that I use pretty much for everything. I just use the same brush for foundation, for concealer, for cream products because I love it. This is from Real Techniques and I've been using their brushes for a very long time now, so I'm very, very happy with them. So after everything is nice and blended out on my face, I just go to my eyes and I just blend everything to my eyes as well, just to make everything nice and even. Okay, now next step is powder, which I completely forgot to blend my chin contour, so let's blend that quickly before heading to the actual powder. So I use the Catrice powder. I forgot the name, but I will list everything down below anyways. So I'm just using powder puff and I'm just applying a good amount of powder because I tend to get very, very greasy throughout the day in my T-zone, pretty much my cheeks, my nose, my forehead. As I said in the beginning of the video, my skin is extremely oily, so if I don't set it with powder, you can imagine what happens. So I'm just applying a good amount so that everything is nice and good and covered and I don't see anything oily on my face. So yeah, let me know guys which powder you think works best for oily skin, because I don't really think this one is the best for my skin because it tends to crease a lot. So if I use it and I just apply it and after 1 or 2 hours my face is already super oily and I can literally fry eggs on my face because of so much oil. So please have your recommendations in the comments below so that I know. Now I'm just going to apply my Catrice bronzer. And again, hair stuck on my face, so I'm just applying the bronzer just a little bit with a very, very light hand because I just don't want anything to be too intense. I just apply on my chin, on my nose, on my eyes, pretty much everywhere where I applied the cream products. I just go back with powder products just to lock everything in because I didn't really put powder on the cream products when it comes to blush and contour. Now I will use my all-time favorite blush. This is the Catrice Cheek Lover blush. I'm just applying it to my cheeks. This blush also has a little bit of like sparkly and like shimmers in it, so I love it. It also works as a highlighter too. So again, I apply it to my cheeks, to my nose, and you will also see me apply it on my eyes as well. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques, I don't know what this brush is, I just use it for whatever comes in my mind. I just apply the blush to my eyes and also on my lower lash line and just blending everything in. So pretty much every single thing that I used on my face, I also use on my eyes just to make everything nice and pretty. Now I'm just using my Essence pencil. So this is the eye pencil from Essence. I really like how pigmented this is. I just apply it. It's in the shade black. I didn't really get the brown this time, but I'm just applying it very, very lightly just so that it's nice and even. I kind of look in the mirror to see what the hell I'm doing. It's never even, so then I don't really need it to be even because I just will smudge it with my finger anyways. Now let's curl our lashes because I feel like if I have to choose one product to go somewhere, I would definitely choose mascara because I love mascara. You will see in the video how I'm just applying mascara all the time. So my favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Lash Sensational. Wait, it's Maybelline Lash Sensational. Sorry guys. So it's Maybelline Lash Sensational and I've been using it since 2015. I don't think of switching it. I love it. It works amazing for me. It gives me the best look. I get so many compliments on my eyes because of this mascara, and people always ask me what mascara do I use. So this is it, you guys. This is the holy grail mascara that I've been using since 10 years already. Here I'm showing you the difference between one eye with mascara and one eye without mascara. So now I'm just curling my other side and I'm just applying the mascara. Now usually mascara takes me the longest time to apply because I just go back, I just wait for the first coat to dry and then I just apply a little bit more product. And I usually focus the application of the mascara just on the tip of the lash. I don't really like to go the whole lash, because if I do that, it tends to get very clumpy and the eyelashes are not separated. They're just clumpy and thick, and it just doesn't look good, and they become very volumized, and that's not what I want. I want length, you know, like spider lashes, and not curtain lashes, if that makes sense. Here I am just applying mascara like 30 minutes in, just taking my time, not even being in a rush or anything. Yep, I am still doing the mascara. I really focus on my lashes. Then I just look in the mirror, I see if I like it, and I just go again. So 100 years later, I am done. I'm just applying my lip pencil right now to my lips, and this is the color that I picked. This is in the shade Brownie, and it's the brand Revolution, I think, or Aura Revolution, I'm not sure. I will just check it later. And now for the last step is I just use my Revolution highlighter. Yes, I do apply highlighter even when I have super oily skin. I just like the look of it. So I'm just applying it to my cheeks, to my nose, and sometimes I apply it on the Cupid's bow, but I think this time I just skipped it for some reason. And then I'm just using this Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, I believe, and I'm just dipping the brush into the highlighter, and I'm just applying the highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes just to make my eyes pop a little more. And that is pretty much it for the whole look. This is what I've been doing when I need a little bit more coverage, especially in the winter. Now the last step is I just applied the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I'm just applying it on my lips, and we are pretty much done, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.